Hi pilots! Today is another happy day for me as I have to unbox my new RC helicopter. But as this unboxing takes just about 20 seconds, I will take a moment to shortly present you my history with RC helicopters. Now, I have been in this hobby for about 25 years now, and my first RC helicopter was Icarus Eco 8. So, Icarus was, I don't know if this manufacturer still exists, but this is a company from Germany, and this catalog is very old, very old. It has to be about 20 years old or maybe more. So in this catalog I can find you my first helicopter. This is Eco 8 electric powered RC helicopter, more than 20 years now old. This is micro electric helicopter. The prices are in Deutsche Marks. So here is Eco 8 helicopter. Back then, RC electric powered models were run mainly by brushed motors, and back then there were no LiPo batteries. We have to run our models on either nickel metal hydride batteries, and even before that there were nickel cadmium batteries. That batteries were very heavy, and the problems we faced back then with that batteries were that there were no balancing on nickel cadmium battery packs. These nickel cadmium battery packs were just in series connected, but there was no balancing cable going out of these batteries. So as you were using this battery and the battery had many cycles behind it, some of these cells got unbalanced, or got because they had either their internal resistance changed, and the whole pack lost the voltage. So this Eco 8 electric helicopter had an option back then that you were able to use either electric, so computerized mixing for this swash plate, or this helicopter provided you with a mechanical mixer as well. So if you had a radio without any mixing capabilities, you had the option to use a mechanical swash plate mixer. This helicopter was made mainly out of plastic, and the blades were wooden. I still have this vertical stabilizer of that helicopter. Here we have some options for scale fuselages for Eco 8 helicopter. And this was his bigger brother, Eco 16. Back then, at this time, there were brushless motors coming on the market, but these things were so expensive back then. Here are some upgrades, and see, you see this? This is a 12 volt battery. You have the option here to connect this battery with a cable to helicopter, so you're able to extend your flight time if you connect your helicopter and for training directly to this battery. Here are some upgraded motors options, all brushed, of course. Some ultralight RC models. FM based receivers, and an ancient version of RC flying simulator. Gyros. I think that these gyros didn't provide you with an option for a heading hold. So these were very basic versions of gyros. A series of brushless motors and ESCs. And a video cassette. For what? For vlog tips. For tips on how to fly RC helicopter. So as you can see, this is history now. Things got so much cheaper now. A few days ago I received this magnificent mini RC helicopter. This is a helicopter from Eashin. It's a Eashin E160 and it flies awesome. It's a two-cell driven helicopter. I also have an XK110 helicopter on its way to me from Bangalore, but now here we have this nice unboxing to do. And before I do that, I must say, later on, after I got my Icarus Eco 8 helicopter, I bought a huge line of T-Rex helicopters. So I bought a T-Rex 450, T-Rex 500 fiberglass helicopter, and I also got T-Rex 700E DFC helicopter. But as you know, these RC helicopters are so expensive. So after flying with RC helicopters for about, I don't know, 5 years, I decided that I lost interest because of the price. So I finally sold my T-Rex 700 and I stopped flying RC helicopters. But now I got into helicopters again. So here we have a new RC helicopter. It's OMPHOBBY M2 Explorer. This is the cheaper version of this helicopter. This is also M2 version with slightly upgraded parts. So let's take a look. Okay, I'll take a closer look at this. Okay, so here we have this. It looks awesome. it looks awesome, guys. Look at this. So as you can see, this helicopter has no transmission gears. Both rotors are driven directly, even the main rotor. So you don't have to worry about broken gears with this one. The tail motor is also brushless motor. It looks very nice. Let's take the canopy off. The canopy is made out of fiberglass. It's nicely made, the finish is great. So, let's take a closer look. Here we have all in one unit. Even the receiver is inside. So, this fiberless unit has inside two brushless ESCs. The main brushless ESC runs the main motor, and there is another brushless ESC that runs the tail motor. Inside this is also a fiberless controller, and despite this unit has an OMP based receiver already in, you have the option to plug into these different types of receiver as well. You can use DSM-X based satellite receivers, and you also have the option to use S-Bus based receivers. I'm not sure if I will be able to bind this radio, this multi-protocol radio directly into this fiberless unit. I will probably have to use an S-Bus based receiver. I will see that later. So here we have 3 digital cordless brushed micro servos, a giant brushless main motor. The battery, one battery is also included. Here is the battery latch. So my GoPro battery just died, so I have to show you here. Here is the battery latch. You just disconnect this. You have to disconnect the battery hatch by disengaging this lock, and you can slide the battery off. This battery is a 3S 650 milliamp hour tiny battery. And you can slide the battery back like so, and it locks. So the main frame is made out of carbon fiber. The landing gear is not made out of carbon fiber, but I think that this is some kind of plastic or nylon, so that it is flexible enough not to break on hard landing. The tail boom is made out of, I think that this is aluminum, because this is a cheaper version of this M2 helicopter. It's cheaper because these digital servos are encased in plastic housing, and this wash plate And these rotor grips are made out of plastic and not out of aluminum, like the more expensive version of this helicopter. This heli looks awesome. It's really nicely made and designed as well. There is no visible slope whatsoever, so that's nice to see. These helis came a long way now. You also get a spare servo arms. There is 3 spare servo arms. You get a spare main shaft and a spare, how is this called? I don't know. This shaft that is placed in here. And some zip ties. You also get this manual. The heli is nicely encased in this styrofoam box. So you have option to carry this helicopter in this box. The canopy is a little tricky to get on. Okay, it's not that tricky. You just have to know how to do it. Okay, so we'll see how this heli performs. But as I already saw some videos of this SC helicopter, is crazy awesome. So, in the near future, you will be able to see many more SC helicopter related videos on my channel. So, stay tuned and I will see you next time. Bye.